In this video we are doing a track session special. We've got 6 videos coming your way, all about running at the track. In this series I'm going to be going through the 6 different sessions that I use to help me get faster and fitter on the track.
Start it up.
What is up everybody, and welcome to the Lee Valley Athletic Centre here in Enfield. So this is a special series that we're doing on 40 runs, and it is a series of 6 videos, all based here at the track. I'm going to be giving you 6 sessions that hopefully you can take and use on the track. Why am I doing this? Well, I think getting along to the track, if you can, will help you improve as a runner. Not only will you get faster, but you'll get fitter and you'll build some stamina. But I appreciate that coming to the track can be intimidating for us everyday runners, because you come along to some of these places and there's all these elites running around like crazy people. But I enjoy coming here, and I want to give you some of the sessions that I do so you can come along and maximize what you do here, and will help you hopefully improve as a runner.
Start it up.
So how this is going to work, over the next 6 videos, I'm going to be giving you a few tips and a bit of etiquette for the track. I'm going to be giving you a warm-up, and I'm going to be giving you 6 different sessions. We'll also at the end do a cool down with some stretches that you can use as well. Now they're going to be, every video is going to have the same elements to it, but you can use the chapters in the description. Check that out, and you can fast forward. So if you're watching, I don't know, part 2 or part 3, you can forward through the warm-up or the air or whatever you want to do. You can fast forward that using the chapters, so check that out in the description. But the videos will have the same format to each one, and then we'll have the main session, which will be different on each video. Right, so hopefully that's you up to speed on what we're going to be doing. The first part of this video is going to be about the tips and the etiquette.
Start it up.
Okay, so tips and etiquette. Now the first tip that I want to give you, and it's the first thing that I thought of when I came to the track for the first time, was which way do you run around this thing? And it is anti-clockwise. So you want to be running anti-clockwise around the track. If you're cooling down and you're coming back the other way, that's fine. But whatever you're doing in terms of your workout, maybe you're following along to one of these sessions, hopefully you are, then you want to be running in an anti-clockwise way. Okay, the next tip or bit of etiquette is, if you're overtaking, overtake on the outside. Give them plenty of room as you go around, but make sure you overtake on the outside, not on the inside. The next tip or the bit of etiquette is not to stop and change direction quickly. And if you are going to stop, just check what's going on behind you before you do that, because there's nothing worse than you bombing it along and all of a sudden stopping, and you've got somebody behind you who's going to crash into you, or maybe they're going to overtake you and you stop and change direction. So always look around you before you're coming maybe to the end of your session, whatever you're doing, before you stop and change direction. Just have a look on what's going on around you. The next tip is about lane 1. Don't be going that slow in lane 1. If you want to walk, or you know, maybe you're warming up or something like that, stay out of lane 1. It's like the motorway, yeah, that's like the fast lane. So make sure you stay out of lane 1. If you're doing that sort of warm up, or you're walking, or cool down, or recovery, whatever it is, keep lane 1 for ultimate pace. And my last tip or bit of etiquette is, if they're coming in a group, which I would really recommend, like I've got the boys, you can't see them over there, but Tobe and Si are here today. We're gonna have some fun with these sessions that we're doing. But if there's a group of you, when you're out there, just be, you know, conscious of the fact that if you're running 3 abreast, that might be taking up 3 lanes, or, you know, if you're running together, it can be annoying if you're, you know, a single runner and you're trying to do your own session and get around you and stuff like that. Just be conscious of the fact that if you do have a bigger group, that you space yourselves out and you give plenty of respect to the other users of the track. Okay, so that's our sort of tips and etiquette sorted out. If you've got any more that you know of, let me know in the comments of this video. Right, next up, let's do the warm-up.
Start it up.
Okay, so the warm-up is probably the most important part, I think, of the session, to be honest, because if you're not warmed up correctly, you're going to get yourself injured, and you're not going to be set up right for what you're going to be doing. Now, I usually tailor my warm-ups pretty much to what I'm doing. So maybe I'm doing a speed-based session, then I'll probably do more sort of higher efforts into the warm-up at the end, so I really get, you know, switched on. But if it's more of a stamina builder, I don't know, let's say we're doing mile repeats or something like that, it'll be less excessive in the warm-up towards the end. So I try and tailor my warm-ups according to what I'm doing. But I appreciate that's not going to help you. And as I said, the whole point of these videos is if you're new to track running, you might not know what a proper warm-up looks like and that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a warm-up that I kind of use generally, and it's going to have, you know, a few elements of everything that you need in it, and it should do you just fine for most of the sessions that we're going to be doing through this series. So hold tight, get ready, because here comes the warm-up. So your warm-up should start with a nice easy 200-meter jog. Next up is opening and closing the gate. We're looking for about 60 odd meters for this, and you want to be doing that there and back. So 60 meters there and back, opening and closing the gate. Leg swings, this is a great one to warm your legs up. You want to try and hold on to something, I would suggest, and we're looking for about 10 reps. Try and do each leg, but I wouldn't do it too rigorously. Sometimes you can overdo this, but so do nice, gentle leg swings. Same principle with your leg swings, we're just warming them up. So, but this time you're going to be going across your body. With your leg swings, I want you to be doing that again, about 10 times. Now these always make me feel stupid when I'm doing these, but walking lunges are awesome. And you can do them badly and you can do them well. Personally, I do them badly, but if you can do them, they're a really good one to do. And you want to be doing them about 8 to 10 times in the warm-up. Next up are your butt kicks. You want to again do about, I don't know, 60 meters there and back, and just try and make sure you do them properly. A lot of people do these wrong. You want to try and bring that heel up beneath your bottom, not actually physically kick your butt. This is a great one and a traditional one for a lot of sprinters. You'll see them, and it's A skips. Quite hard to do properly, but if you can do it, make sure you really drive that knee up. But A skips are a really good warm-up. Nearly there, I want you to do some straight legs, again about 60 meters there and back, but this is a good one again, just to sort of really switch those legs on and just loosen everything off, especially at the top of those hamstrings. Finally, a couple of sprints, again nothing more than like sort of 40 meters, nothing crazy, but just try and do a few sprints just to switch everything else on, see how everything's feeling before we get into the main session. And then finally, after you've done those sprints, do a nice gentle walk. Bring your breathing down, bring your heart rates down a little bit, just calm everything down, and then you're ready for the main session.
Start it up.
Welcome everybody to track session number 5. We are back. Look, boys are here. They don't look ready, do they? You wait till I tell them what we're doing on track session number 5. Now, have you been following along the series? Let me know in the comments. Hopefully by now you've got over to the track and you've done some of these. We're very interested to know how you get on. Right, so as always, make sure you write down your sessions. Boys, stop. I'll tell you what you're doing. Track session number 5. This is one of my favourites. 800 metres at 5k pace with a 400 metre jog after as a recover. So 2 laps, 5k pace, 400 metre recovery. Then you're going to do, now this is where you're going to have to remember, that's why I say put it into your watch, 10 times 300 meters at 90% effort. So you're close to all out, but you're not all out. You're just below that, right? With a 100 meter walking recovery between each interval. Does that make sense? So just to recap, 800 meters, right, at that 5k pace. So you're getting faster, you're building it. Then you're going to do a 400 meters, so 1 lap recovery. Then you've got that 10 times 300 meter at 90%. Now, just as a heads up, it's hard, right? Boys, that is really hard. Because 90%, you're just below that full out max veloc. You just got to be a little bit below that, but 300 meters, okay, at 90%. Look, he's much. He's had enough of these track sessions. Come on, let's get stripped off and get it done. Come on, let's go.
Start it up.
So the boys have finished their session. Now the important part is the cool down, and I can't emphasize enough how important this is. And again, every cool down really should be tailored to what you've done, so targeting those different areas in which you've really worked hard. But I'm going to give you now sort of 6 stretches, I would say, that will help you and pretty much stretch most of the main bits out that you would have worked in all of the sessions that we've done on this series. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so the first one is to get your legs shoulder width apart. You're gonna be touching your toes, and I want you to bend down and hold all these stretches for about 8 to 10 seconds. So watch the boys. Now, ideally, you want to straighten back to what side's got, but you're looking to do it. And boys, once you've done the stretch, then come back up nice and slowly. But you're looking to stretch down, feel it, and then go into it a little bit more. Okay, next up, you're going to put your left or right leg over. It doesn't matter which way you do it. Watch the boys. And then you're going to stretch down again, but you're going to keep your legs straight and then bend down, but keep that back straight. That's the key to this, is keeping that back straight. If you see, Tobes in particular has got a better back than side. And then once you come up again, 8 to 10 seconds, come back up, boys, and then switch over your legs. So do the left one, right one, whatever way you've done it. Okay, the next exercise is really good for your hamstrings, and we're gonna, boys, do your, yeah, that's it. So you want the back leg at about 45 degrees. Here, you see that on Tobe, and you put your front leg out, and then you want to pivot from your hips. Tobe, lean forward a bit more and stick your bum out a little bit. And then where do you feel that stretch, Tobe? Yeah, on that top of that hamstring, right down the back there. Once you've done that again, 8 to 10 seconds, and then switch over your legs. Next up is the famous quad stretch. You would have seen footballers do this, but boys, do you want to show them how to do it? Again, this is really important to do this properly. You want to straight back and your chest out. So again, toes are good. Well, side's not doing it bad, but look, he's actually leaning forward a little bit, but he's trying to keep his balance. If you need to lean on, hold on to something, do, but you're looking for a straight back, and then you pull that leg up. So you should be able to feel the burn, Tobe, at the top of your quad. Yeah, exactly. And again, hold that only for 8 to 10 seconds. Right, so we've got 3 more to do, so bear with. Good thing about athletic tracks, there's loads of apparatus. So this one, again, is a bit of a calf focus slash hamstring, I would say. And look what size do. Perfect, boys, perfect. So look, again, that leg straight, and then as soon as you feel it, Si, then lean into it some more. That's it. Now you're getting it? Yeah. Yeah, see, that's perfect what we're getting. So you feeling that? Yeah. And then switch over your legs, people. Always switch, you know, your legs. Do both sides of the stretch. Second to last one, find a pole. So straight pole like this. And then we're going to stretch out our calves. So look at Tobe, look. So he leans down and then pulls up. Oh, feel that, bruv? Yeah, so that is, again, on there. So you should be able to feel it. Again, 8 to 10 seconds, but as soon as you feel the stretch, hold it, and then gently ease into it, because otherwise you'll tear something. So again, Si here, he needs his foot more 90 degrees. So the more up it is, Si, now higher up, higher up, higher up, higher up, higher up. Lean back further, and now higher up. Now go into it, watch this. Yeah. See what I mean? Okay, and the last one is we finish how we start. And the reason that is because hopefully you feel the difference. Right, boys, so same again. So it's the easy stretch we did at the start, 8 to 10 seconds. And it should feel easier. Toes back is better. Look at that, it's much straighter. Feel easier, boys? Yeah. Yeah, it should do. Because you've done all those other stretches now, everything should be easier. And that is your cool down done. So that's it. Let me know in the comments, did you enjoy that session? And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification. So if you're watching the first one of these or the second one of these, you get to see the whole series. And if you've watched the whole series, let me know if it was useful or not, and whether you want to see more of it. So these are 6 sessions that I do. They're the stuff that I do, so they're not exactly like, you know, apply to everybody, but hopefully it gives you something that you can go to the track. There's massive benefits from coming to the track. Don't be afraid to come to the track. That's why I wanted to make these videos, is so you're not afraid to come to the track and give it a go, because the work you do here can honestly transform your running.
Start it up.